I'm George Medley, and this is my beautiful wife Irene, who's basically one of the anchors that kept me from going over the edge, and she's put up with me and my mess for over 25 years.
Well, we met in Albuquerque, and it was rough at first. Like he said, he was in and out of jail all the time, and I had an arrangement with God. I said, you know what, Lord, I'll stay because I didn't want him to die, because I thought he was going to overdose. But when I know that he's okay, then I got to go. It was pretty bad. I mean, living with a drug addict and a criminal, it was hard. He was in and out of jail all the time. We didn't know. We've lived in motels, pop-up camper. We lived in a pop-up camper once. It's not easy for people who do drugs in their life. They gotta fight the good fight of faith. Don't give up on them. Stand in the gap in prayer and just keep believing that God's got it handled. In November of 2004, I went to visit him in the Adams County Jail, and for the first time when I saw him, he was making sense, and he asked me how I was doing. He'd never asked me that before, and I was shocked, So I found out that he had gotten saved and that he was delivered in jail. And so I was like, Lord, I've heard it before, that things are going to be different. So I just told the Lord, you know what, I'm going to trust and believe, but we'll see how this goes. And he got out of jail. He started volunteering at a church, a local church by us. He started driving the church bus. Well, he didn't have a driver's license, but he still drove the church bus. And he started, and drug dealers would come to our house, and he would chase them away, and they'd leave drugs for him, and he'd tell me to go get them and throw them out. And literally, he changed his thinking. God changed the way he thought, and he's not looked back. And so now, we run a nonprofit. I used to have to go to food banks, and now I run one. You see how God is? I mean, it's a miracle. It's been a roller coaster, from the lowest parts of our lives, and now, we're really blessed that God, takes care of us and helps us to love one another. It's never been easy, even without having the struggles that we do. Loving one another is hard, but we're able to do it.
Amen, honey.